Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something interesting. We're actually doing three bands this time. We're doing Rage Against the Machine, Audioslave, and Prophets of Rage. And side note, I tried to include Rage Against the Machine's cover album, Renegades, but it would not let me include it. I don't know why. My computer's being weird, so I'm just going to tell you this right now. If I had included Renegades, it would have been in great tier. So just giving you a heads up on that one, but it won't let me include it. But anyway, let's start off with Rage Against the Machine's self-titled album. This is going to near perfection. Now, I'm willing to bet a lot of you would probably put this in perfection. But there's just albums I like more than this, honestly, to be real with you on that one. But my personal favorite track from this album is Know Your Enemy. That is a 10 out of 10 track. It is close to be, it's probably my second favorite Rage Against the Machine song, right behind another one that we will get into here in a little bit. I'll tell you my favorite, but that is my second favorite. But yeah, great stuff like Bomb Track, the track that every normie knows, not just Rage Against the Machine fans, but every normie knows, Killing in the Name. Then we got Take the Power Back, Bullet in the Head. My second favorite Rage Against the Machine track, Know Your Enemy, Wake Up, Fistful of Steel, Township Rebellion. The only two tracks on here that are like 9 out of 10 instead of perfect 10 out of 10s are Settle for Nothing and Freedom. Those are the only two tracks that are like 9 out of 10s in my humble opinion. And that's the only reason why this album isn't in perfection. That's why it's in near perfection. But that stuff is Evil Empire. This is going to fantastic. And I may get some heat for that, but it has some bangers on here like People of the Sun, Bows on Parade, Vine Toe. It also has Snake Charmer, Tire Me, Down Rodeo, Without a Face, Roll Right, and even Year of the Boomerang is fantastic. The only two songs on here, once again, that are like 9 out of 10s are Wind Below and Revolver. It has that balance of like quieter moments with heavier moments. I'm not as big of a fan of the quieter moments personally. I find that it takes it away slightly, but that's just my opinion. But next up, we have Battle of Los Angeles. This is going to perfection. This is my personal favorite Rage Against the Machine album. Every track on here is a banger. And it has my personal favorite track from Rage Against the Machine with Guerrilla Radio. But yeah, you got Testify, Guerrilla Radio, Calm Like a Bomb, Mic Check, Sleep Now in the Fire, Born of a Broken Man, Born as Ghost, Maria. Maria is a haunting track, by the way. Seriously, check that out. New Millennium Homes, Ashes in the Fall, War Within a Breath. Do I have to say anything? This album is perfection for good damn reason, y'all. But next up, we're moving on to Audioslave with their self-titled. This is going to the top of near perfection, even above Rage Against the Machine's self-titled. And the reason why I say that is because I think this is even better. Like Koshi's is a 10 out of 10. Shane will Show Me How to Live. Gasoline, What You Are is probably my personal favorite track on here. Like a Stone, Set It Off, Shadow of the Sun, I Am the Highway, Explore, Hypnotize, Bring Them Back, Light My Way, Getaway Car, The Last Remaining Light. Like, this is very close to perfection. There's just one album I slightly prefer over this one from Audioslave. That's the only reason why it's not in perfection. And that is Out of Exile. This is going to perfection. This is my personal favorite Audioslave album, and has my personal favorite song from Audioslave with Be Yourself. But, I mean, you also have great tracks like Your Time Has Come, Out of Exile, Doesn't Remind Me, Drown Me Slowly, Heaven's Dead, The Worm, Man or Animal, Yesterday to Tomorrow, Dandelion, Number 1 Zero, The Curse. Do I have to say anything again? This album is perfection for good reason. But next up we have Revelations. This is actually going to the top of Fantastic, even above Evil Empire. Now, in all fairness, I might be slightly more of an Audioslave fan than I am a Rage Against the Machine fan, but I digress on that matter. I mean, you got great tracks on here like Revelations, One and the Same, Sound of a Gun. Then we have a 9 out of 10 with Until We Fall, Original Fire is a 10 out of 10. Broken City's a 9, Some Days is a 10, Shape of Things to Come, Jewel of the Summertime, Wide Awake, and Nothing Left to Say But Goodbye are probably my two personal favorite tracks from here. Moth is a 10 out of 10 as well. But this album is, I want to put it in near perfection, but I'm only doing 2 per tier. That's a personal rule of mine. But this album is magnificent, dude. Like, this is at least on par with the self-titled. I still think the self-titled is a little bit better than Revelations, but this is on par with it. But and then we have Prophets of Rage. This is going to bad. This album sucks. The only track I can say on here that is listenable is All Hail to the Chief, but then that's followed up by Take Me Higher, which is just a terrible track. Everything else on here is, like, either forgettable or even bad. Like, I got nothing to say outside of, like, Take Me Higher being the one, like, rememberable bad track, and All Hail to the Chief being the one listenable track on here. This thing, especially on multiple listens, this thing gets worse every time you listen to it. That's why I was going to put it in a meh originally, but after the second listen, I decided to change it to bad. This album gets worse on multiple listens, and that's sad because this has Chuck D, Be Real, and I believe Flavor Flav as well. And I love Public Enemy. I love Cypress Hill as well, dude. But this album, it just doesn't come together, unfortunately. And that bums me out because I really wanted to put this album in, like, great or fantastic. I wanted this to be a perfection-worthy album, but no, this is a bad-worthy album, and it sucks to say that. Oh, yeah. But my personal favorite tracks from each album for Battle of Los Angeles is Gorilla Radio. For Out of Exile, it's Be Yourself. For the Audioslave self-titled, it's What You Are. For Rage Against the Machine self-titled, it's Know Your Enemy. For Revelations, it's probably Nothing Left to Say But Goodbye. For Evil Empire, it's probably People of the Sun. It's very close between that and Down Rodeo. And the only listenable track on Prophets of Rage self-titled album is All Hail the Chief, but that's about it. Anyway, that should do it. Side note, I just want to say this. Do not turn my comment section into a political debate, please. I know Rage Against the Machine is a very, very political band. Please do not turn my comment section into a political debate. I am begging. I try to keep this video as apolitical as possible. Please don't turn this into a political debate. But anyway, yeah, drop your own rankings in the comments below. Maybe the self-title is your favorite. Maybe Evil Empire is your favorite. Those are the two I actually see put above Battle of Los Angeles. But Battle of Los Angeles is my personal favorite. But that should do it. Oh, and if you don't mind, drop a like and a subscribe if you like what you see here. I usually post videos once a week. But that should do it. Take care, everyone. I hope all of you have a great weekend and a great week. I will see all of you next time. Take care, everyone.